when I found out the news, I heard, Kenny called me, gave me, a couple, background information about, the locker room, the guys, and, what I was getting myself into. And then just my time with, Christian Parker, he was a part of Green Bay when they first drafted me. So, having, it was like a full circle moment. He seen me growing up throughout the league. And, he has grown up. Now he's a defensive coordinator. So, it just made more, comfortable for me. So it just made it just like home.
All right, I want to take you back. I want to take you back to high school because you have a pretty cool distinction. You were the #1 recruit in the entire nation. I can't imagine, what that meant back then. Do you have any crazy stories from that year when you were going through that?
It was crazy, but it was a blessing, something I prayed for, something I worked for. But I would say, being able to go on my 5 official visits, I was able to take my family one visit, and that was just Clemson. When I got to Clemson, they had a big cake. It was like a life-size cake of me in high school.
Life-size?
Life-size cake. It was fat. I never seen no big cake like that in my life. And on top of that, they gave my mom a big dummy. I don't even know where the dummy at because we couldn't take it back on the plane, but it was a big life-size, 6'5" poster of me, and that warmed my mom's heart, and that was something different.
Something else that Cowboy fans need to know about you is the fact that you started your own sports agency. I think it's really interesting. What brought about that entrepreneurial spirit from you to make that move?
A big part of me going to Michigan was being able to be a part of, going to the business school, the Ross Business School, and that was, at the time, top 5 in the country. So being able to have classes in there, being able to talk to classmates, family members that own businesses and things like that. So I was able to think about a business model, and me being a football player is something that I wanted to think, when I'm done with football, I always want to be around football, and how can I do that? Okay, be an agent, and no other way to be a better agent is to be a player.
What's the best thing that has happened from you making that decision?
Just a little bit more freedom, me understanding, the contract talks, what is going on, and just me being in every room in terms of that.
And having mom involved, I know, has to be great too. Right?
Oh yeah, not having my best friend with me, it's been good. It's been a great ride.
Tell me a little bit more about that because I know you and your mom are close. Can you just talk about what she's meant through this journey?
Yeah, shoot, my mom's my right hand, left foot, my big toe on both foot. But now my mom's my everything, man. She's the reason why, I started playing football, the motivation, her telling me, you start something, you must finish. If you start something, be great at it. So just instilling, core values in me. And, that's, my mom's my everything.
If you could pick out those, whatever it is, 3 or 4 core values that describe who you are, what would they be?
Hard worker, dedicated, and determined. Simple.
How good can this team be?
As good as we want to. The sky's the limit. There's no ceiling at all. As good as we want to.